All right, guys, we have a special Valentine's Day episode because we love you. So stay tuned.
Heart.
Welcome back, Gainers, to another incredible, exciting, fantastic episode of ComicGains. If you're new to the show, I'm Adam.
I'm Zach, and this is the Princess Aurora Highest doing that princess wave, so you do too. Bow down, respect. Of course, there's a Coco dog.
Right there. There she is.
Oh.
All right, guys, so today is Monday, and I think we're one day before Valentine's Day, so a little early Valentine's Day present for you. The drop list! Because every week there's a new drop list on the ComicGains show.
Books you might want to get because they're so far down that they can't go down any farther, so you can get those gains.
Yeah, so every week new books are dropping, and we scour the internet for hot lists, trending lists, speculation lists, anything that people are talking about you should be getting right now. We wait a year later and see if you should be getting them now. If that makes sense. But you know what also makes sense is Zach drinking a drink because it's hot out.
It's hot out. It's a Vita Coco. There's 2 Cocos in the house, guys. It's with mango juice too, apparently. So we get to see how good that is.
Or I've never seen that one.
Yeah, I've never seen it too.
I like mango and I like coconut.
Number 1, apparently, they so say, in America, in the USA.
Number 1.
I don't know.
A number one mango coconut Vita Coco?
I mean, there can't be that many, so... Yeah, it must be number 1. It's weird. It's a little weird. It's not bad, but weird.
I'm thirsty for coconut.
2 tropical things together.
You know what else I'm thirsty for? Hanging out with us on Whatnot. Yeah, where you can get all those extra gains. Get tons of great deals because we always start at $1 and we have 30-second auctions. And if you're feeling thirsty on Saturdays, you can hang out with Adam and Zach at 3 p.m. Pacific time. And if it's your first time, we do have a code so you can get $15 off your first purchase. And if you're feeling froggy, you can stay a little bit later and hang out with the princess. She has her very own show at 6 p.m. And we have tons of giveaways. And the game show has the Great Wall of Gains, and Princess has the amazing Wheel of Gains. Huh? See how that works? But come hang out with us anyways. It's a good time. Everybody
leaves satisfied, guys. Us, you, even God.
Yep. All right. You know, also satisfying a nice drop list. And this is kind of going to be, I think, the way it goes for a while because Disney Plus has been popping off with these great Star Wars shows. So there's one right after another. So I think for a while there's going to be a Star Wars book on our drop list. So let's start off with number 1. We have Star Wars Darth Vader number 6 from 2017. Francisco Mattina and Charles Soule working on this book. Awesome cover, man. I don't know if it's just back in the, even a few years ago that a lot of the Star Wars covers were really cool. And I don't maybe like them as much now. But who knows? Maybe they'll grow on you later. Once they're like a $50 book, you just start to like the cover regardless, you know? You know how that works sometimes? But this book is popular because the first appearance of the Grand Inquisitor. And, the Grand Inquisitors were this group of kind of lesser Jedi and Sith, so they're not quite that Jedi Sith level. And after Order 66, when the Empire killed off most of all the Jedis, they employed these kind of lesser Sith Jedi guys to hunt down the remaining Jedis and kill them. And they named them the Inquisitors, which kind of makes sense. And there's the Grand Inquisitor who's in charge, who is this gentleman there. And then there's also the Inquisitorium, which is the group of brothers and sisters who are underneath them. And this book got popular because Obi-Wan Kenobi TV show was coming out, and we all knew the Grand Inquisitors were going to be in that. And it's cool. I think he got more popular because of already being in Rebels. You know, the Rebels TV show was really, really cool in Rebels. And spoiler, he did die in that, so it was kind of weird him coming back for Obi-Wan, even though it's a prequel, so we kind of understand that. But it's strange when you have a character in a show where you're like, there's no way this character can die because I've already seen him die in canon. But you know how that works. They played some trickaroo on us. And overall, I think the Obi-Wan Kenobi show was amazing show. Not as happy with the whole way they portrayed the Grand Inquisitor, but everything else in it was really cool. I think it was a very, very exciting show. But they didn't do the best job with the Inquisitor, and that makes it drop a little bit. And it lands on our list this week, and Zach will have more information for you.
So prices a year ago for CGC 9.8 was $609. Now $92 was the last sale. Range,
$92?
$92, crazy. $76 was the low, and the high was $640. Average 305. This is one of those books where if you like Star Wars, this is a great price to pick it up. You never know where it's going to go. It's Star Wars, guys. Characters that you think are dead are actually alive, and characters that you think are alive are actually dead. Sometimes they bring in their second cousin. Who knows, right? So $92 for a 9.8. Why not? It's a why not book. Why not buy this?
Yeah, I mean, it's got a double thing going for it. I think overall Obi-Wan was good, and it got us a big boost from that. But if you're a big Rebels fan like I am, it'll always hold a special place in your heart. So you can't ever take anything away from Rebels.
Right.
It's the greatest Star Wars show of all time. Okay, next up on the list, let's get back to the regular Marvel Universe. And we have Amazing Spider-Man 565 from 2008. This is the Phil Jimenez and Mark Guggenheim working on this book. Great cover on this one. But this first appearance of Anna Kravinoff, the daughter of Kraven. And she actually has a bunch of cool keys to go along with this. This is the best one of the group. I think there's about 3 different keys. Her first cover appearance too. They're all pretty cool. But a year ago, Sony announced they were working on a Kraven the Hunter movie project with Aaron Taylor Johnson from Kick-Ass, which sounded pretty cool but weird. You know, they haven't done the best on their solo projects so far, but you never know. Aaron Taylor always does a good job, but this movie has gotten a lot of weird spec, because at first everyone's like, okay, he's going to be Kraven. Then they're like, is he not going to be Kraven? Is he going to be Grim Hunter? Is he not going to be? And then they're like adding in, let's add all the family members in for speculation. Then it wouldn't make sense if he's Kraven. If Anna is going to be in the movie, they'd be like kind of the same age. So, you know, because Kraven's actually like a lot older. So, I don't know. It's still very confusing to find out what's going on with this movie and what's going down with it. And we've heard much new news. And when things get confusing, book prices get confusing. And when they get confusing, they start to go down. So that's how it landed on this list. I don't think this one went too far down, but Zach will be the better one to tell you.
Well, when I was looking at to get it, it was going for about $300. Or so a year ago was $325 for a CTC 9.8. Now it's $89. At least that's what the 9.8. And that maybe it was just a fluke. Range $68 to $325. Average is $176. Again, I think this is a great book to get, especially if you like Spider-Man. I think she's going to have long-lasting implications in the Marvel Universe. Adding in some kind of anti-hero team. Maybe they make a female Punisher daughters thing, and maybe they have an all-female, anti-hero team. That sounds like a good idea in my head. I mean, why not? They come up with all these other ideas. Why not that? Yeah, I think it's a great deal. And it's a Spider-Man book, so it's going to constantly go up in price over the years on average. So, yeah, I think this would be a very good price for $89. Very, very good price. I might actually pick one up for $89. Hopefully get it for $69, actually. Haha. Yeah, get this book.
All right, you've heard it here first. Or from Zach. Okay. Valentine's Day, right? We got a Valentine's Day book on the list. And we don't normally do this often, but we got one from 2022. This is Red Sonja Valentine's Day Special, the 1 in 20 virgin variant. Souza Micah doing this cover on this one. Hot, beautiful, beautiful book. And we got introduced to Souza not that long ago, doing all those ratios for Catwoman, which were also fantastic. And then fell in love with her with these Dynamite books. No pun intended. Just Dynamite in general. But that's a cool book. If you're looking to collect the set, there's a Vampirella that goes along with it as well. Both part of the Valentine's Day. So if you have someone special in your heart and you want to give them a Valentine's Day present, get them a nice Red Sonja Valentine's Day Special. There's the trade dress is a little more affordable too if you're looking for that as well. But sometimes these books that are hot right out the gate, they drop a little bit, and that might be for your benefit. So Zach, give them the update on the Red Sonja.
So far, this is one of the more stable books on the list. It's prices a year ago for a CTC 9.8 was $200. Now it's about $150, so it didn't drop that much. Range $150 to $200. Average sale $175. It's really not that many sales. from one sale to the last, it was about like 4 or 5 months, I believe. Last sale was in January, anyways. So yeah, it's a very stable book. I mean, I think Souza Micah is going to be one of those long-lasting artists that's going to be remaining popular. So getting their books is probably not going to be a bad idea. I will say don't heavily invest in it because, as you well know, if you have been listening to us, artists' books that don't have a key behind it kind of go all over the place in price. It goes a little down, a little high, a little down, a little high, depending on what people are feeling that particular year. So just be careful on that. Don't be like 50% of your collection just artist covers with no keys to back it up. That would not be a good idea. It'd be cool, be a very lovely looking collection. But if you're looking to resell it at any time, you might get those losses. And we're all about those gains.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. That's the name of the show.
Mm-hmm.
And today's special announcement brought to you by Swamp Thing, hanging out on the back wall. We got Swamp Thing 49, Volume 2 from 1986. And we like to sprinkle in some DC every once in a while. But Stephen Bassett and Alan Moore doing the work on this book. And I don't know, just in my own humble opinion, you have like, I think the covers for the original run were pretty crazy, pretty fantastic. The Bernie Wrightson ones, and then the story for the second series kind of took the cake on that one. You got Alan Moore writing it, but this is the unofficial cameo of Justice League Dark. Amazing team, and I have a list of the members of Justice League Dark, and it blows my mind how cool they are. But you have Swamp Thing, Hellblazer, Deadman, Phantom Stranger, Dr. Occult, the Demon, Satana, the Spectre, Sargon, and Zach's personal favorite, Dr. Fate. So
10 people?
Yeah, that's crazy,
10,
right?
10, count 10!
10! So, yeah, there was a lot of spec with this book a year ago and stuff. You know, there was a lot of word of Constantine coming back, you know, and then they're like, hey, we're going to do a Constantine 2 with Keanu Reeves. So then they're like, hey, it makes sense. Bring Justice League back in it. DC's starting to pop off. And then I think even Constantine 2's been canceled now. Since this time, everything going on. So, I don't know. This is kind of one of those weird ones because I think Justice League Dark would do really well under James Gunn as well. But this is a lot of people to bring in under certain circumstances. So, and I don't know if anybody wants to see Constantine anytime soon without Keanu Reeves. At least, you know, it depends on who's doing it. But, you know, that's just how it goes. But with this book, a little bit on the drop list. Maybe something with DC turnaround. Maybe it'll come back. Zach will give you more info on that.
All right, yeah.
Turn around.
Interesting enough, there's not that many sales at all for 9.8, so keep an eye out for 9.8s, or maybe you submit a bunch of them. You might get some games.
You might have the only one.
9.6s, price range very stable. $109 was a year ago. Now $85, recent sale. Range $41 to $115, average 81. I think this is a pretty decent spec for a DC spec, but as you know, DC, it's hit or miss on DC. I love DC, but sometimes it's not the best spec in the world. And that's all I got to say about that.
And the last book on the list is Truth, Red, White, and Black. #1 from 2003. You got Kyle Baker and Robert Morales doing the work on this great book. You got first appearance of Isaiah Bradley, an early edition of Captain America. Just a great story. And we originally got to see him in Falcon the Winter Soldier, the second series on Disney+. And this actually been the second time this book has been on the drop list, because it was on the drop list once before from then. And then last year, Marvel actually trademarked the name Red, White, and Black, which gave this book another boost, which was a lot higher. And now, a year later, we're waiting on more stuff to come out. We know that Carl Lumbly is already casted to be in Captain America 4, but a lot of things from that movie haven't really given any spec. They're not really like, you know, Falcon hasn't gotten any boost in his books, his first appearance, first time being Captain America lately, a bunch of other characters. So we'll have to wait and see how that goes. But I think this is an excellent book. We just picked one up in a 9.8 slab for pretty cheap, so you might want to be on the lookout as well. Zach, what do you got on this one?
Well, prices a year ago for CGC 9.8 was $290. Now is $103. Range $64 to $305. Average sale is $177. I would say this is the pickup of the day. Honestly, I think they're gonna bring this character in. People are gonna love him some more, love on him some more. So people are gonna be after this book highly. So I would say pick this book up. It's a great cover, great character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heard this word they might be doing like a spin-off series so you can kind of see the origin. I think that would be really cool, really important for this character.
Oh, absolutely.
It'd be easy to do, like an 8-episode show. The series is only like 6 books, and the covers are fantastic. So, really, really good stuff, guys. That's going to wrap up the drop list for this week, as we say. But as always, if you like and love the show because it's Valentine's Day, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the notification bell so you always know when new things are going down. Leave a comment down below. Let us know what you think about this week's drop list. It looks like we had all the books on the list this week, so I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but some of them are good to hang on to, I think. Some of these ones were good books. Zach, you got anything else?
Well, you gotta share how you do that. It's because it's Valentine's Day. You buy a box of chocolates. You find someone that you care about. Maybe not someone that you care about, because you gotta spread the love, guys. And give it to them and say, I select a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. And then you respond unless you look at the bottom of the box. And then you throw that box away. It's like, no. Now it's a guess.
Yeah, sometimes, especially back in the day, some of them were not good.
No.
You get like those weird ones, especially like C's chocolate.
Yeah.
Wait, C's one the good one? No, Whitman?
Whitman?
Whitman's the weird one? Is that the one with the gold box?
Yeah, the gold box with the lines on it.
The gold box.
Yeah, not good.
Get yourself some Whitman. All right, guys, until we see you next time, have a great Valentine's Day.
And get those lovely gains.
Good.
Valentine's gains.